Now the story changes. Beltani is no longer imagining. She is inside. The temple is quieter than she expected. Not peaceful, controlled. No screams, no chaos. Only order. Girls sit in straight lines, eyes lowered, hands folded. Not prisoners, not free. They are taught one rule above all others. Never ask what happens next. Because the temple does not survive on cruelty. It survives on obedience that feels voluntary. Beltani learns quickly. She learns how silence protects her, how expression invites attention, how stillness becomes armor. An older Kadisu tells her quietly, "If you disappear inside yourself, the night passes faster." That night, Beltani understands the truth no hymn explains. The ritual is not about desire. It is about erasing refusal. Coins fall, names are marked. The city sleeps comfortably, believing prosperity has been purchased. And weeks turn into months. Beltani begins to notice patterns. Men never look at the temple walls, only at the women. Priests never look at the women, only at the tablets. And the tablets never record faces, only value. Silver in, grain out, bodies counted like harvest. One night, Beltani asks a forbidden question. What happens when a Kadisu grows old? The room goes silent. Finally, the woman beside her answers. The New Year festival arrives, outside music, flowers, celebration. Inside, preparation. This ritual is different. This one is about power, not payment. Beltani is chosen, not because she is special, but because she is unclaimed. She is bathed, oiled, dressed in linen too clean to feel human. The priests call it honor. She calls it finality. That night she understands something no one says aloud. The goddess does not choose. Men choose, and gods are used to justify it. When the ritual ends, after that night, things change. She is treated carefully, respectfully, like something fragile that has already served its purpose. Her name appears less often on tablets, then only during festivals, then not at all. No goodbye, no release. History will argue. Scholars will debate words like symbolic and misunderstood. But systems do not need misunderstanding to function. They need silence. Beltani was not unique. She was efficient. And that is why she vanished without a trace. Because civilizations remember kings, not the bodies that held them up. If temples were truly, Babylon never spoke of endings. It only spoke of cycles. When Beltani's name stopped appearing on the tablets, no announcement was made. No priest gathered the women. No farewell hymn was sung. The silence itself was the signal. She was moved from the inner quarters to a smaller room near the storage halls. Not punishment, not exile, downgrade. Here, the walls smelled less of incense and more of grain dust and oil. The sacred faded. The practical remained. Her new duties were simple: sorting offerings, cleaning ritual vessels, training younger girls who still believed the hymns meant protection. They watched her closely, because she had crossed something they had not. One girl whispered, "Is it true the goddess speaks to you after the sacred marriage?" Beltani paused. Then she answered honestly, "No, only the city does." The girl didn't understand. Not yet. Time passed differently now. Days no longer marked by bells, but by exhaustion. Her body healed, but something else hardened. Hope. She noticed how former Kadisu walked the outer courtyards. Older, quieter, almost invisible. They were not free. They were left over. One evening, Beltani asked a priest a question no one else dared to ask. What becomes of us? When we are no longer counted? The priest didn't look at her. He adjusted a tablet and replied calmly, "You have already served the goddess. That is enough for one lifetime. Enough. Not reward, not release. Just enough." That night, Beltani stood on the terrace overlooking Babylon. The city glittered with lamps. Alive, fed, secure. Built on rituals no one wanted to remember. She realized then the final truth. The temple never needed belief, only bodies. And when belief faded, the system did not collapse. It adapted. As all powerful systems do, Beltani did not dream of escape. She dreamed of being forgotten completely. Because in Babylon, memory was ownership, and forgetting was the closest thing to freedom.